and share joy and good vibes. I wasn't gonna use my spotlight, but now that I'm like actually live, I want to, so I'm gonna get it. And it will only take one moment to set this up. I don't think anybody's in the live room yet. But yeah, like I said, I literally have no idea. I mean, I have some ideas, I guess. I have some ideas of what the stream's gonna be. Catching up. Dustin's here. Hi. Catching up. I haven't streamed in like a couple of days. So, yeah. How's everybody doing? What's up? I get less nervous when I stream more often, but when I haven't been live in a couple of days, I'm like, oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. But I'm gonna just switch the nerves into like playfulness and just have fun. I have awesome. I have a song that I was thinking about singing. I literally don't even. Yeah, wow, I feel super nervous. But deep breaths. Have you ever heard of box breath? Box breath is a breath used to like put you into a calm state. So that's what I do if I feel nervous. I like inhale for 4 seconds, and then I hold my breath for 4 seconds, and then I exhale for 4 seconds, and then I hold again for 4 seconds. So I'm gonna do a couple rounds of that. If you want to do it with me, you can, but I literally need to chill. Hi, Job. I know, right? I gotta calm down. I turned on my live camera and I got nervous. I gotta calm down. You're back. Cool. Hi, Statue. I'm doing box breath because I was feeling some nerves just literally being here. Just like, I knew I was gonna stream today, but I just haven't streamed in a while, and I also you know? Hi, Sylvia. What's up? How are you? Hi, Gerald. I'm pretty good. I just did 2 rounds of box breath. Make that 3. Super good. Did you know that they call it box breath because it's like you inhale and then hold and then exhale, hold, so it like makes a box. If you think of it like that, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm glad you think it's cool too. Not sure if you want to hear me chat, but I could chat a lot about a live event that I went to. Thank you. I do have a gorgeous smile. I could chat about that. Oh, Gerald said sure. Okay, cool. So, do you know who Tony Robbins is? I have known who Tony Robbins is for like most of my life because my dad had one of his books. He writes books, he's a speaker, he hosts live events. I believe so, yes, okay. So, he's been like, I mean, his events have been a part of my life. I've been to like a couple online, and the first one I went to was in 2020, and we had just had COVID happen. Like everything was on lockdown, and so Tony Robbins spent a amount of money on building this like big studio at his house where he could like film himself, and then these big screens so that everybody was in the Zoom room, their like picture could be on these massive giant screens. And I thought it was pretty cool. And I went to one of those events and it was free. And then at the event, he started talking about Unleash the Power Within, which is one of his events that he's done so many times. And I really wanted to go. And I remember being so nervous to spend money on this event. I was so nervous, and I really wanted to go, but I was just like, like, I don't know if I should be spending money on this. It was a really good choice though. Like the event was very empowering, and I felt like my confidence went from like here to like here. It was like a nice jump in confidence. At the event in person, sounds it, yeah. What did it cost? Honestly, I think it was only $47 or something like that. It's hard for me to remember because it was in 2020, but or maybe it was $147, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah. I mean, I'm still working on just the way I feel every time I spend money. Like I gotta just feel like it's gonna come back, I'm circulating it. Like I'm kind of the type of person that likes to like just keep all my money. But that's like not realistic. Like I want to contribute to society, I want to participate, and I want to like spend it all. Yeah, and to go deeper into that, like I've been like that since I was a kid. We had this like field trip that we went to. It comes and goes, right? Yeah. And I think like, I honestly think that feeling like good feelings when I'm spending it, even the word spending, like when I give it, when I share it, I think that helps me like feel good when I make it too, you know? Feel good when it comes in, feel good when it goes out, but yeah. Aw, thanks, I love this hoodie too. It has like all these holes in it, but I might like need to just sew them, but I still love it. Yeah, I love this hoodie. Agreed. Yeah, so that's something, and I just like talk about stuff that I work on here because I love self-development stuff. But yeah, I'll tell this story real quick because it's kind of a good story. So we went on this field trip in the 5th grade. I was in 5th grade, and I kind of want to tell it a different way than I usually tell it, but basically we were on this field trip where everybody had a job and everybody had money, and we had to like buy our lunch with the money we make at like our job. And I remember like they tell you to like go shopping and stuff, and there's like a bunch of like toys and like coloring books and like stuff that like kids would like. But I literally had this like inner thought, like I'm just walking around at all the stuff I could buy, and I was literally like, all this stuff is junk, like I don't want any of this junk. So I didn't buy anything. I only bought my lunch. And I had $9 in my savings account, like of the dollars from the field trip. And when we got back to the classroom after the field trip, the teacher was asking everybody, like, how much money did you save? And like, I think like the most amount that someone saved was $3. And then they were like, did anybody save $4? Like, put your hand up if you saved $4. And like, my hand is still up. Put your hand up if you saved $5. My hand is still up. And everybody's hand is down at this point. And they're just like, well, how much money did you save? I was like, I have $9. And the teacher was mad at me. She was literally like, why didn't you contribute to the economy? Like, it was a field trip. But I don't know, I honestly think when I'm thinking about like my anxiety with money, I remember that day and I remember that moment of the teacher with this anger energy, like yelling at me, like, why didn't you contribute to the economy? And she was just like, there was this competition because there were different stores, and whichever store made the most money got like a prize. So she also told me like, the money that you would have spent could have like changed who won. So she was probably in some kind of, because it was all different like schools came to the field trip. She was probably in some kind of competition with some of the other schools. Like, it was this whole thing. Dustin's face palming. Don't let that knock down your confidence. Yeah, like, yeah. Yeah, so anyways, back to me buying the ticket to the Tony Robbins event. This was in 2020. So yeah, I liked that event. That was cool. In person at the Unleash the Power Within events. Yeah, I know. I love the facepalm emoji. That's like exactly what it was. Just facepalm, like why? And like sometimes I get in my head thinking I'm like spending or thinking I'm saving too much money, and I'm like, is that just that memory like still in my head? Like, it's crazy. I'm blushing a little bit. Okay. I guess maybe. I'm like excited. I don't think it's like a nervous blushing. I already calmed the nerves earlier. But so I'm excited to tell you about this cool exercise that Tony Robbins created. So at the events, when you sign up to go in person, he has everybody walk on hot coal, like on a fire. You like have to walk across it. And so many people all over the world have done this. And so when he decided to host these events online, he was like, well, we can't do the fire walk. We're not gonna have people set up a whole like fire thing and do it alone, like in their homes. So he was like, what can we do? Hi, Kadeem. You are amazing. I love you, BRB, though I'm making pasta. Okay, I love you too. My boyfriend had pasta for dinner also. So cute. Hi. Is your name Ari too? Ari? Hi. Thanks for saying hi to the chat too. So hey Zach. Okay, so the fire walk thing. So God bless you too. So we can't walk through fire at our house. That's just not gonna be safe. So he's like brainstorming, okay, now that I'm doing an Unleash the Power Within virtually, how can I get that same result? Just basically like showing your brain that you can do something that looks kind of dangerous and scary, but you can like get through that. And kind of like having your body feel that fear, but like going anyways. It really it changes your brain, it changes the way you are, which is so cool. So his idea was to send everybody in the mail this like block of wood, and he set it up so beautifully. Like on one side you write down like who you were, and then on the other side you write down who you're becoming, and then he gets you all like hyped up, and then you like karate chop the board and you break it. And I did that, and it was so empowering. I'd love to get some more boards and just karate chop. And I've never done that before. Like I literally broke a board with my hand. It was so cool. I highly recommend breaking boards with your hands if you ever feel like you want to do that. It is really fun. It's really cool. So I had that experience in 2020, and shortly after that was when my career as a personal trainer started. Hi, Isa. Which was like, I felt like just me going to this like super empowering event and then starting like this job at this huge gym. And you know, it's something, personal training was something I really wanted to do, but I was also really intimidated by it and just wanted to be like perfect at it. And yeah, it was really cool. It was really awesome. So anyways, the whole reason I started talking about Tony Robbins was because he and a bunch of other people were at a live event that was also online, and it happened a couple of days ago. It was May 15th to May 18th. It was 3 days, and I have mixed feelings about it. Should I talk about these feelings? Are you guys interested? I have mixed feelings about it. I might be just like blocking myself from my own success. I don't know. If you guys didn't know, I'm kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to talk about this. It's confusing. But I'm pulling up my notes from the event. I mean, so there's this other guy named Dean Graziosi, and the first thing he starts talking about is the knowledge industry. And I'm immediately thinking like, I think I'm in the creator industry. Like I create art, I do a lot of spoken word, and I do coach people, I do guide people through visualization, I guide people through meditation. Like this is like my job. But I don't know, am I teaching people stuff? I guess so. Like I just felt a little like, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's the thing that I was like confused about. But I was thinking like, I don't know, like there's this part of me like, I still want to act, I still want to model, I still want to produce my songs. Like there's other stuff that I want to do, and maybe I'm just gonna do all of this stuff. But for my brain, it was a little overwhelming to just think like, oh, I'm at one of these events again. And I did go to one of these events in 2022, and the event was focused also on the knowledge industry, and also, hi Patrick, hi Mark, focused on like making an online course. And I did make an online course, which is cool, and I did take one of their courses and I learned a lot. I just haven't reached the level of impact or the level of financial like success that I would want to reach, like in that industry of helping people, and in that industry of like sharing your personal experience, sharing what you learned to help people go through things faster. So I have some really good notes though, and I can share my notes with you guys. These are notes from 3 days of about 3 hours each day. It's like 9 hours of notes, but, and it was the stuff that resonated with me most was the stuff I wrote down. But literally the first thing I wrote was, I believe I can apply the skills and knowledge shared at this event to myself to succeed in the creator industry. I also don't know, like, am I just a rebel all the time? Like, I'm just always gonna have some part of me that's just like, I don't know. I've like experienced some, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep reading my notes, I guess. But yeah, so sharing my experience leaves breadcrumbs others can follow to success. Hi, Nachos. What's up? Hi. Success equals a certain amount of money and consistently each month we've got an engaged community of people touching the lives of others in meaningful ways. I always feel scummy making business plans because I feel like I'm like, if I decide I have an engaged community of people, it's almost like I'm like planning what's gonna happen. I don't know if that makes sense. Aw, bye. Bye, Nachos. But honestly, I think talking about this with you guys will unravel it. I get you, but yeah, bye. Bye. But maybe I can make a business plan and maybe I can succeed with it. I gotta start believing. A business mindset feels sleazy sometimes. A business mindset feels like controlling to other people. Especially like some sales trainings where it's just like you're doing everything you can to like get the person to say yes to your offering. With personal training, it wasn't as bad though because I really believed that like I would improve anyone's lives with, you know, helping them exercise and helping them eat better, helping them stay consistent with their workouts. And so maybe believing that with the product that I'm offering will put me into that energy, right? Like really believing in what I'm doing. If I like believe that it will help all the people that I'm working with, then I won't feel sleazy. Thank you for that, Mark. Hi, Jesus. Yeah, so I don't know, do you want to see stuff about like my journey with making money as an entrepreneur, a creator? Because I like, honestly, you guys, the first time I ever was like selling my coaching was in 2019, and I've always thought about sharing my journey like in a vlog style. Like I've always thought about, I used to talk about it on Instagram a lot, but now I don't talk on Instagram as much. And I also like deleted the account that I used to talk on. My mom actually was following me and she said that I was being too open, and it like, anytime I get criticism from my mom, I'm just like, like it wrecks me. So that like led to me like deleting my Instagram, and then like years later or like months later, I was just like, why did I do that? Like I literally like, I don't even, but anyway, so maybe it was meant to be, because maybe I wouldn't have the relationship I have with you right now if I wouldn't have gone through that with Instagram. So dang is right, like years and years of like consistently. So I don't even want to talk about it anymore, because what I'm manifesting is that I have years and years of experience with this YouTube platform, and I can just keep this flowing. But yeah, I have like, I think like 400 followers on Instagram, which if you put 400 followers in a room, that's like a big amount of people. But the account I had before definitely had more than that. I don't know how many it had, but it's okay. And just with the business mindset, I'm thinking like just more people means more chances of more people being positively impacted by buy your product. And if you have more people in your community, then you can touch more lives and you can blah blah blah. But I think God is putting me in this position to connect with the people that are here, connect with the platform I am on, notice like where I am right now, come back to the present moment and be like, okay, I'm literally touching your life right now. Like, what can I do for you right now? Like, how can I just serve my community and make the world a better place by sprinkling my magical energy into your life? And yeah. So yeah, don't ever let anyone take you down. Yeah. I'm protected. Never again. I gotta stay up. Thank you, Dustin. Yeah. Na-na-na. Someone knocks me down this weekend, you guys. I literally totally like lost my concept of self-love like completely. It was like horrifying. I literally was so down and I was like, but I had like a bunch of people helping me. My support system. I think it's so, like, something I didn't realize when I was younger is how amazing it is to have people around you that really care about you, like in person, people that, you know, it's cool to have online friends, but people in person that like can like be with you and remind you, hey, you are healthy, you are wealthy, you have a YouTube channel, you are taking care of yourself every day, you're doing amazing things every day, like, you know. I always love seeing these streams. Never quit. I'll always be here with you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Dustin. I gotta stay in it. Hi, Honey Edits. What's up? Yeah. Cool. Cool. Okay, what should I do next? Should I keep reading these notes? Or I'm gonna keep reading these notes, right? Keep reading these notes. All right, so you are a really wonderful girl from another planet. I am from another planet, you know what? I'm a shiny star. So some other notes were that like the business doesn't just happen over one night, like it's consistent action. So Dean Graziosi bought Tony Robbins' course years ago before he even like, because Dean Graziosi is like speaking with Tony Robbins. It's like their event that they're doing together. But it's this guy that like looked up to Tony and like looked up to this like self-development guru, this author. I was just like, this is just an amazing person. And then like years later, he ends up like a business partner with him and they like do events together. I just think that that is so inspiring and so cute. He was saying like when he bought the online course that Tony was selling, I didn't buy a product, I bought opportunity, I bought possibility. And it was cool to be like, okay, yeah, like I'm not, because I sell digital products. I've made like $200 so far from selling digital products. And I think I have the potential to master the creation, like creating something that is there to genuinely help people. Like, I'm not just trying to make money. I actually, like, I do want to make money, yes. I love buying stuff, so fun. I love being able to have food and pay my rent, it's awesome. But I also get to just be myself, like do something that really feels like me. I've worked in sales before, like as an employee, and it's not the same as selling something that like I make. I made a course with like a structured plan for connecting with God and praying. I don't really talk about that much, but I have that. And I have a course, it's called Ari's Digital Guide for Falling in Love with Being Alive, and that one means a ton to me. Like, it's just this meaningful piece of art where I'm taking stuff that I at one point in my life didn't know and believing that you knowing about this stuff is gonna help your life too. So I don't know. I do hope that I can reach more people, and I hope that it does work out, because that'd be so cool. That would be really cool. And then I was thinking I could like teach other people the same stuff, you know? But yeah, I decided to take my experiences and help others. I took what I knew about cars and packaged it as a course. So this is what Dean did. It was proof that his life experience was valuable. He didn't need to be perfect, he just needed to be real. Like, it's really inspiring, yeah. Prayer works, I believe in you. Yeah, if anybody wants to watch this series of videos where I talk about 8 different types of prayer that I enjoy, and like I go through each different type, and there's at the end I call it like a prayer plan, and you can create like a plan for when you're gonna pray and like how often you're gonna pray. I believe that I'm praying in every second of every day. I don't think I'm ever separate from the universe or separate from God. Like, God is in me, I am in her, and so like that energy is there. But the prayer like guide that I made is for people to have a little bit of a structure and to feel like, okay, I'm gonna make this like sacred space, and I'm gonna do a prayer in like this type of way. So it was fun making that. It was a lot of pressure, it was nervousness, and I don't have any sales on that one. No one's ever bought that one, but I mean, maybe there's a future version of me that has connected with like 10 people and they got to experience it, and hopefully they really love it and it positively impacts them, right? So my prayer would be for me to be able to make the products that actually genuinely help people, and then those people obviously find those products, buy those products, the money comes to me, I'm celebrating the money, and they're celebrating the results they get from the thing that I made. It's like win-win situations that we're manifesting, which like I'm really happy that events like this exist, because it's nice to see people that truly want to like have positive impact and do amazing things. They ask people to like upgrade, because it was a free event, but you could upgrade and you could pay for the upgrade, and the payments from the upgrade went to I forget what company it is, but there's a company where they like provide meals for people that like can't buy food, and yeah, it's okay if not. Hi Ryan. But yeah, and they matched every dollar that people spent on the upgrade, and they were able to give over 1 million meals, which was really exciting. So I'm literally watching these people do the exact same thing that I do. They're doing digital products, they're making online courses. I have had live events on Zoom, not to like the level, they had 800,000 people there. I think the most people I've ever had in a Zoom room for like one of my events is 9. But you know, if they can buy 1 billion meals, and you know, they obviously made more money than that, but because they like sold a product at the end of the event too. But I was literally like, if they can if they can have enough money come to them that they can buy like 1 million meals, then I could easily make like, I don't know, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month. Like, I can figure it out. You have to start somewhere, right? And there was another speaker there. I don't know if anybody here has heard of Lisa Nichols, but I like her a lot. And Lisa Nichols was on the swim team when she was 15, and she told this story about getting to her swim meet and finishing in last place, and then having another swim meet and finishing in last place, and having another swim meet and finishing in last place. And this is a story all about never giving up, because she went to her grandma's house one day to tell her grandma that she was gonna quit swimming. She was like, going to that house, she was like, Grandma, I just came here to let you know that I'm gonna quit the swim team. And the grandma was like, why? What are you talking about? And she was like, I keep coming in last. And she would get these like honorable mention trophy like ribbon things, and her mom would like hang them up all over the wall, and then her little brother would tell her like, oh, like mom set up a loser shrine, like these are all your loser awards. And it was really like getting to her, and she was just like, I just keep losing, I don't want to do this anymore. Hi, Jai. And so that was her story. The grandma said, there's no way you're gonna quit. The grandma said, winners, wait, hold up. Quitters never win. Yeah, quitters never win and winners never quit. That was the quote from the grandma. Quitters never win and winners never quit. Quitters never win and winners never quit. I don't know why, but there's something to that. Quitters never win and winners never quit. And I have quit things in my life. And quitting did not make me a winner. Like, it didn't. So, it made some regrets, honestly. So I relate to that. It was a really great story. And so, she decided not to quit. An ancient saying, yeah. Yeah, smiling face from Dustin. So she decided to go to the swim meet. She went to the swim meet, and when she got there, her coach was like, oh, Lisa, like, they already did your race, like, you're late. And she was like, oh. In her mind, she's like, great, now I don't have to swim. But then the coach was like, you know what? There's one lane open for the 17 and 18-year-olds race. I'm gonna go ask the judge if you can swim in that one. And Lisa's like, oh my gosh, like she loses every single race against the 15-year-olds. She's 15 years old. She's gonna swim against the 17 and 18-year-olds. She's literally like, kill me now. And she like looked up in the crowd, and her whole entire family was there. Her grandma was like cheering her on. Her grandma was like, I told him you were thinking about quitting. You're not gonna quit. Winners never quit and quitters never win. The whole, or like her whole family, and she's literally like, this is so embarrassing, like, oh my gosh. And so she gets ready. She's like at the pool, like looking, getting ready, and she like says hello to everybody. Oh, she also was in the center lane. Could you imagine? You suck at swimming so much that you lose every single race, and now you're up against these bigger kids, and you're literally in the middle of the pool, like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And everybody looks super serious and way bigger than her, and she's intimidated, but she's just, you know, I'm just gonna focus. And she's just saying, winners never quit and quitters never win. Winners never quit and quitters never win. She's just saying that over and over again, and then in her head. And then the horn blows, and she jumps into the water, and she's just going, winners never quit and quitters never win. Winners never quit and quitters never win. She's saying it over and over again while she's swimming. And then she hits the wall, and she turns around again. She's swimming and she's swimming. And then she gets to the wall. She gets to the finish line. She gets to the end of the race. And she looks to her right and she looks to the left, and no one's there. And she's thinking, I must have finished so late that everybody got out of the pool already. And her coach comes up and she's like, Lisa. She's like, why is my coach freaking out? She's like, you just broke the record. The fastest, like, it was like the fastest 17 or 18-year-old, like but she's only 15, and she did the fastest speed for that age group for that type of race. And I honestly just think it's a crazy story. It sounds made up, but I'm trusting this woman that it was a true story. I'm gonna go to like my notes section and see if there were any more notes that I left out too, because It was just a super powerful speech. She showed up and she was like, I'm here to stir your soul. She's like, I stopped by to stir your soul, to help you release any doubt inside of you that you are special. It was really cool. And I want to be a speaker like her. I want to be, like, I love speaking. I'm doing it right now with a room full of 5 people. But it'll grow, or it won't. Like, I just need to keep showing up. Quitters never win, winners never quit. She said, you just need to believe. It's time for conviction. And then I started writing like, I will earn $80,000 in entrepreneurship. Because I'm just thinking like, I just want to get to a level where the amount of money I make in entrepreneurship is the same money I would make in like a full-time corporate job. Like, that's my goal. Full-time corporate job money, but entrepreneurship, doing what I love, like putting the work into myself. Like, so it was really cool. And then we talked more about like noticing where you are and where you want to go. And I'm like, yeah, I make so much money in my business and it's amazing. And I am the leader of my life. I am the owner of my home. I'm surrounded by people that I genuinely enjoy connecting with. I am a financially successful entrepreneur. That's where I'm going. So if you're here right now and you're enjoying this, you can stick along for the journey. I'll probably talk more about stuff like this and see what really works and like what I can do to like provide value in your lives. Mantras are also a form of prayer, yeah. Losing is a mindset. If you believe you're a winner, you can never lose. Yeah. I'm a winner. I'm gonna start telling myself, you are a winner. You are a winner. Yeah. Are you accomplishing anything? Like, are you on the journey of accomplishing something specific in your life? Let me know, because I'm here trying to accomplish stuff. I just get confused because I want to do so many different things. I want to act, I want to sing, I want to songwrite, I want to publish books, I want to give tarot readings, I want to talk about my day, I want to talk about my life. But like, what if that's good? What if me being like that is the power? Like, what if I tell myself, oh, you're focused on too many things, it's never gonna work, but like, the reason why things end up working is that like vast way of having so many different things that I do. So, that being said, I think I'm done talking about entrepreneurship and making impact in the world for now. I just have to do it, exactly. I have my tarot deck with me. I can do tarot readings right now. I have my journal with me because I have song lyrics in here that I would love to sing. Some of you might have already heard this song, but I want to sing it. It was on my mind today. So I can do a song. What do you guys think? Thank you so much. That text looks so cute. Do you guys see the little circles? Subscribe and all the sparkles. I love it. It's a cool journal. Yeah. This is like my favorite type of journal. It's the Peter Popper Press. And so this art on the journal is by Stephanie Law, and it is a combination of the intricately beautiful rules of physics with the wonder of living, breathing nature. Isn't that cool? It says it like on this sticker, and I just like didn't take the sticker off because I thought that was so cool. Okay, cool. I'll sing the song. So I think I'll maybe tell you about what it's about. Oh yeah, maybe you want one of these. They have these like, it's gold on the outside. The only thing, sometimes I prefer to have like it's spiral bound so I can like fold it over, but it's a pretty nice journal. Peter Popper Press. You might like this. And they have a lot of different cover art selections, so yeah. Yeah, it's very fancy. I wrote this song many months ago, and I very much wanted to film myself singing it, but I just had a lot of resistance, so I made like 4 different videos, and I filmed the entire process of like getting to feel comfortable singing it, which is really cool. But yeah, it's basically about having parents that don't approve of what you want to do in your career, what you want to do with your life, and it's about that. So I'm gonna drink some water, I'm gonna sing it. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I'd love to talk about it a little bit and sing it. The song is called What It's Been. What if they don't like your dream? What if they just don't approve? So after that, your years are spent with your heart stuck, you don't move. They think you're happy, you're living oh so free. You're exactly who they've always wanted you to be. But you're dying inside when you realize who is me. This isn't what you wanted. You forgot about me, and you created a life that fits in their reality. Don't be like that. So don't give up your spark, because it lights up the wrong flame. Don't give in to lies, especially if they're in your name. What if they don't like your dream? Not as supportive as they've seemed. Now you're all grown up. They don't love you the same way. And you never gave up. Your heart never truly changed. And now you're here. You're actually free, creating apart from all you've known. Dreaming, dreaming, things are different now you're home. Everyone can be who they are in their bones. Family doesn't have to be what it's been. I also have something else on this page, and I'm gonna read this too. A usual day in my life begins with a song. I'm sleeping and waking, writing and listening. I have a YouTube filming session on my mind, heart, and body. That's the best. That's the best when I can feel the video in my body before it ever like shows up. Thank you so much, Justin. But I had this on this page, and then it's so interesting, like I started writing about how I wanted like days in my life to go, and I want days in my life to go with like a song, and I'm like in the middle of sleeping and waking up and I'm writing a song, and then I can feel like the video I want to film like in my body. And I take out a blank page and some pens. I unfurl like a flower onto the page, creating and meditating all at once. I'm so grateful. I am unconditional love. And I literally wrote about this, and then this song like came to me in the morning, and it was so sweet, and I really loved that. So yeah, it was great. It was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do some tarot readings next. I can start off with a tarot reading for the whole collective that's here with this video right now, and then we'll see if anybody wants like a personal reading. But yeah, I have these tarot cards because I like tarot, and I like giving people advice. I like letting people know that like someone else in the world knows what's going on in their life, and they're not alone going through it. Sometimes when you're watching my readings, you might not resonate with what I'm saying, and if you don't resonate, then you don't resonate. Like, don't make the reading or the advice like fit if it doesn't. But yeah, I think I just want to know what words can I say that inspire the collective right now? Okay, so 10 of Pentacles came up, and when I think about this card in relationship with the question that I just asked, I literally picture a beautiful, loving family. I mean, it's on the card. A man, a woman. I mean, a loving family doesn't have to be a man and a woman. It could be any genders together, but like, look at that little family. I asked, what can I say to like inspire the collective? I know in my body that I can tell you how possible your dreams are, how possible your ideas of a good life are. And my inner world is showing me this. Do you see how this is like let's say that this represents some kind of dream, like a dream of feeling loved and feeling safe and having a castle and happy children and like happy relationship, like whatever it is that your dream is. Like, let's say it's in here, and maybe it has nothing to do with a relationship or other people. Like, maybe it just has to do with inner fulfillment or inner happiness. Like, whatever it is that you would visualize for your future, and you would be really excited and happy to experience that, right? Notice how if this picture of in the card represents that dream, that desire, that goal, that future, notice how it's surrounded by roses and hearts and little fairies and butterflies and these green leaves. Do you see one like dead rose? Do you see these like beautiful hearts? And I think, yeah, these are little birds. So the message that I want to tell you is that it is important to surround like the energy that your dream is in. Surround your dream with happy thoughts of like, I will experience that future. One day I know that's gonna happen. And please, if you don't write down your dreams in a journal or in the notes app of your phone or just somewhere, write down your dreams, because it has changed my life so many times, you guys. I'll tell you a story. So, one time on New Year's Eve, it's one of the highest cards in the deck. I didn't know that. One of the highest cards in the deck. The question I asked was, how can I inspire what can I do to inspire the collective? Like, what can I say to inspire you? And pulling out the highest card in the deck must be some kind of message that you are seen, you are heard, you do matter. You've got me pulling out the highest card in the deck. That's got to feel really good. I think that feels really good. So New Year's Eve 2022 going into 2023, I felt so called to go to my old journals, and I did. Looking through my old journals, reading through, do you know how many pages I found about this specific desire that I had for lots and lots and lots of travel? Taking a suitcase and a backpack and just traveling all over wherever I want to go. It was written down over and over and over again. Seeing that made me realize I need to do this. I need to do this soon. And I was like looking through a journal from like 2020 and 2021, and I was like, all right, wanted to do this in 2020. It's gonna be 2023, like I can do it soon. But then I found another journal from 2019, and it had the same stuff about traveling, the same stuff about adventures and exploring the world. And I was like, I don't know, maybe I should do it this year. And if you have watched any of my other content before, you might know that I did end up doing a lot of travel in 2023. I ended up traveling for the whole entire year. I didn't rent an apartment. I didn't have a home base. I literally just traveled. I just lived in Airbnbs, and I did some house sitting and some pet sitting also because things were getting financially difficult, but I made it through. I survived. It was an adventure. It truly was. There was a time where my bank account hit 0, and I had to just like put stuff on my credit card. And I literally, though, I had this knowing inside of me, like, I am gonna pay this off later, and I did, which is great. And it was honestly no big deal. It's a good feeling to be able to trust yourself. So you don't have to like act on your desires right away if you don't really want to, or if you're really scared to. But one action that always works for me when it comes to like things I want to do and experiences that I want to have is writing them down. Like, if you have something coming to your mind that you want to do or experience, please take out a journal, take out your phone, write down something you want to do. Thanks for saying goodbye. I'll see you another time. You have an amazing day too. Bye. Thanks for all the love. Right? Sounds awesome, yeah. Hi, Jesus King. I think you meant Dustin. That's probably a typo. Yeah. I'm like shuffling the cards still, and the Emperor's on the bottom of the deck. You are always going to be the Emperor or the Empress of your world, of your life, of what you decide to do. Like, always. Always. And you can always do anything you want to do. I really think so. All right. Someone in the collective might still be transcending some energy in the heart space. I asked, what is in their heart? A past hurt. A past hurt could possibly be in the heart right now, and maybe it's something that you don't even want to like admit is there. Maybe there's some shame around it too. But even with that, like, there's also like an eagle on this card too, so you need to lead yourself through your own healing process. Don't let anyone tell you how to heal for like, try it for just like a month or like 90 days or like 3 weeks. I mean, you try. You can decide, but like for the next 30 days, I'm not gonna let anybody tell me how to heal. I'm actually gonna, instead of like going on social media and watching videos about healing or like watching videos about opening up my heart, I'm just gonna like do it on my own and let myself teach myself. That's the message that's coming through. And you know in your body if this resonates. Like if this is something you don't want to do and you want to watch videos about healing and you want to go to classes and like learn, then please do that. Like just notice what resonates for you. All right, you guys. I said I wanted one more card before I go. I'm gonna wrap up this collective reading, but the Emperor fell out of the deck again. I meant to spend a little bit more time with this card. Sit on the throne inside of your body. If you're an imaginative person like me, imagine a smaller version of you inside your body sitting on a throne. That could be a representation of the Holy Spirit. That could be a representation of just your awareness. That could be a representation of who you are, your identity. You're there. The throne space is the space of power. That's the space where the decisions are made for the body, for the brain, for the heart, for the environment. You're the one that's deciding those things. Don't let anybody else sit in that space. Some of you might even feel like there's a wild animal in that space. Make sure it's you. I'm like drawn to this part of the card too, and I want to talk about balance. Balancing the masculine and feminine, balancing healing and living life, balancing staying inside and exploring the world, that type of stuff, yeah. Let me know in the chat what was resonating with you tonight from this reading, if you can. And it was honestly really fun to be able to use my tarot cards. I'm excited to, I do feel excited to be able to use them again. It will be fun. So, yeah. I didn't even tell you the most exciting thing. It all resonated. Whoa, that's awesome. I mean, it would be awesome if it didn't resonate too, because like I notice when I watch tarot readings, if something doesn't resonate, I do get something internally that does resonate, you know? But it's so cool. It all resonated. If you feel called at all to send any kind of donation for the collective reading and just for the stream tonight, definitely do so, but only if you feel called. Okay, so yeah, before I go, this exciting thing happened at that event. The event that I was talking about earlier, the 3-day like online Tony Robbins thing. They gave everybody in the audience a formula for like a solution statement and like what are you helping people with and why are you helping them with that. And the guidance was to work with a business skill, a life experience, or a passion. And I chose a passion, and my passion is writing and speaking. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could help future and current YouTube creators. Like I could create content for people that want to speak on YouTube, and maybe they write also like me and they want to be able to read their writing. I personally haven't experienced making like full-time living income from YouTube itself, so I wouldn't really be focused on that. I would be more focused on like just building meaningful connections, because I've done that a ton. I don't know if I can really teach that, but I think it just kind of happens when you show up in front of the camera being yourself. But yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I don't know, and I have to learn from those people. Like Dean Graziosi says, it doesn't happen over one night. You don't just say like, I'm gonna help people with this, and all of a sudden like 100 people show up and you're just helping them. Like, it just takes consistent action. So I've also thought, like, would I do this on a different YouTube channel? Like, would I just leave Ari Star to be like about me sharing my art? But like, it's not just about sharing my art. Like, my tarot readings are not like artsy. They're more like self-development related and like self-care type content. So maybe it can all happen here in this space. What do you think? Let me know. But I do have another YouTube channel that could maybe do well with like content like that, where I just help others that want to post videos on YouTube, help them to overcome the challenges that come with sharing your consciousness and sharing your energy on the internet. But yeah, I'm passionate about it, so it's cool to like take passion and then be able to, because of the money you're earning from your passion, you can spend all your time and all your energy on it, which is like so exciting. Keep doing what you love and it'll pay off in the end. I want to believe that. I want to believe that. I mean, it usually pays off in the moment. And then I like just, sometimes I just look at my bank account and then I think about like other decisions I could have made, and I'm just like, but it will pay off in the end. It will pay off in the end. My audience will grow. I'll connect with more people that are interested in buying my products, and my services will like truly help them. My goal is always that people like think like, oh, this product is like worth so much more than what I paid for it, you know, like, yeah, time to trust. You're right. You're totally right, Mark. How do you know that it's safe to trust the decisions that you're making with your finances and with your career? How do you know that you can like trust in that? I guess it's just like a feeling that you have. True. True, yeah. Yeah, God would never put me in like a situation that's like, God puts me in situations that are vibrant and fun and luxurious and cool. God puts me into situations that I love all the time, every day, yeah. God is always watching over me, showing me which way to go. I'm always directed towards my most financially successful moments. I'm always directed towards the moments where I'm making money doing what I love. I'm always able to do what I love because I listen to my heart, and God's in my heart leading the way. And I can trust the universe. I can have faith in the universe. Look at what you started, Mark. Hi, Country Kirby. I'm like about to leave soon, but I keep staying on. Probably because you're here. Ari Starry. Hi, Wensley. Hi. I'm just doing some positive affirmations about having faith in the universe and God. Thanks to Mark for sparking up this beautiful light. It's beautiful to trust myself, and it's beautiful to believe in myself. How have you been? Very good today. Very, 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 very good. Very good today. Yeah, super good. How about you? How about you? It's very beautiful. This beautiful light inside of my mind that tells me I truly am connected to the divine, and God always puts me into moments where I truly love everything that's going on. My body is safe, my mind is cared for, my heart is cared for. My heart is expressive, open, shining, glowing. Every single chakra system in my body is just thriving. I feel every cell in my body alive. And I can really fully express myself. I can really go there. I can really go into my body and be like, yeah, this is great. And I know that my bank account reflects that. I look into my bank account and I'm just shocked. Like, oh my gosh, this is how much money I make from entrepreneurship. I've been talking about financial success in entrepreneurship specifically, and how this is my time, baby. This is my time. It's been great. Life's been great. How are the cows? How are all the animals? And do you have crops also? How is everything like that? I guess it has been great if you say it's great. My financial success is no. You doing what you love and getting paid to do it is possible. We are in the community where we make that happen for each other and we support each other. Who knew that this community could be this awesome? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? All the animals are great. The garden is great. I love it. I love it. Yay. Alrighty. Well, what should I leave you with? What should I leave you with? Honestly, my favorite thing to ask myself is like, what do you need? Like, I like to focus on my heart and focus on my brain and my body and like ask one at a time. Like, what do you need? My heart says, I need. My heart always wants to sing. My heart wants to let you know that I appreciate you being here. My heart wants love. I'll just give myself a hug. And my mind needs nothing. Okay. Yeah. And body. My body needs to get up and move around. I've been sitting here too long. Yes, protect the heart, definitely. I'm gonna get up, move around, do some stuff, go to sleep. Thank you so much again for joining my stream today. Really appreciate you being here, and I do feel excited to come back whenever that is. Okay, official goodbye. Goodbye. Glad everything's going great, and I'm glad that you enjoyed tonight's video. Bye.